The upcoming 1.3 release of Empire at War Expanded Fall of the Republic includes a few pretty significant changes to the Galactic Conquest maps, and among the biggest changes there are the story missions being added, spearheaded by Leo. Now, when playing through the historic campaigns as both the CIS and Republic, you'll be able to relive some of the most iconic moments and missions from the Clone Wars, including missions from the cartoon and various other sources that we pull from for the mod. Across the 5 historic campaigns in Fall of the Republic, including the new Rimworld campaign map, there are 28 new story missions, including a few which can be played from both the CIS and Republic sides. Each campaign tends to be primarily focused on missions for one faction, though generally there's something for both. I'm going to give a brief overview of what's available where per campaign, but I also don't want to spoil too much for people looking to experience it for the first time on their own. The Hunt for Malevolence campaign, which I've played through in its entirety here on the channel already, is based on, you guessed it, the Clone Wars arc about hunting for the Malevolence, and is primarily geared towards the Republic, but does have 2 of its missions available for the CIS side as well. The next chronological campaign, the new Rimworld campaign map, opens up with the battle in the Bothawai asteroid fields, where Anakin deployed AT-TEs onto the asteroids, playable for both the CIS and Republic, before progressing into a series of other missions for just the Republic. The next 2 campaigns, the Foros campaign and Operation Dirge's Lance, deal with some of the more successful CIS operations and as a result primarily focus on CIS missions. The opening mission of the Foros campaign is playable as both factions, as is the closing mission of that campaign, but beyond that the missions of both Foros and Operation Dirge's Lance are exclusively for the CIS. Towards the end of the Clone Wars, we currently have 2 missions in the Outer Rim Sieges campaign. The opening battle of Cato Neimoidia is for both factions, with a follow-up mission for just the CIS. On top of this, with these historic campaigns being more story-driven, completing all story content is being made into an alternative victory condition to conquering all planets. If you want to conquer every planet in the Hunt for Malevolence campaign map, for example, you can still do that, but if you want to finish the story and then move on to the next map, you'll be able to load straight into the Rimworld campaign as the next chronological story. While we're very limited in how much information we can pass between maps when doing this, there will be 1 or 2 effects on the following campaign from what you've done. For example, if you play Hunt for Malevolence as the CIS, and you keep the Malevolence alive, you can go to the Rimworld campaign with the Malevolence still available, when normally it would have been destroyed and not accessible. As we go through future releases, that list of missions will expand, and a few of them will be made available to jump into directly from the Historical Battles menu on the main menu. We similarly want to implement some of these missions to the sandbox progressive maps, but with those being less focused and more dependent on player actions, it'll take a little bit more work to have them fit in a sensible way, so that's more of a job for later. We similarly want to expand on this mission list by adding more missions to Thrawn's Revenge and Revan's Revenge. Revan's Revenge will probably launch with a couple missions, but Thrawn's Revenge will be waiting for the .4 release cycle to get these, considering its larger breadth of content. That's going to do it for now. We hope you're excited about what's to come in the .3 releases. If you want to see more early previews of the mod as we head for release, and no, there's no release date yet, you can subscribe here for more, or check out the official Discord linked in the description, where active members get some sneak peeks at content as it's made.